This is Merrick Mori from SecurityGate. Let's get started with learning how to use the Configurable Module Builder within the SecurityGate platform. The Configurable Module Builder allows for the creation of a module to be used for assessments that contain questions populated from the question library. In the left navigation column, click on the Module Builder category to reveal the Builder section. Then, click on Builder. You will be presented with the Configurable Module Builder Management page. Here, you have the options to create, edit, duplicate, view, and publish modules. Let's get started with creating our first configurable module by clicking on the Create New button. Begin by giving your configurable module a title. Then, under Overall Scored Type, select whether you'd like the scoring methodology to be a score value average or a score percentage by clicking on Average or Answer Percentage. By ensuring the active checkbox is selected, when this configurable module is published, it will appear in the list of assessments that are available to schedule. Click on Add tab to get started with adding your first module section. Provide a name for your tab. If you'd like the first tab to be an introduction to the assessment, click on the Introduction toggle. Here, you may provide any information in open text format that will be initially presented to the assessor upon starting the assessment. With our introductory tab created, let's make a section for our questions. The Module Builder supports the creation of multiple tabs, so feel free to separate your questions as you deem fit. Press on the Add Tab button to create a new section. Enter a name for the new section, then press on Add Question. Questions within your question library will appear here in the question browser. You may filter questions at the top left of the question browser to make it easier to find the questions needed for the current tab being worked on. Select your questions using the checkboxes on the left in the order you'd like them to appear in the module. Then, press on the Select button to submit your questions. You will see your questions appear in the question listing area for the current tab. The Configurable Module Builder supports question parenting. Select the question in your question list that you intend to make the parent by pressing on the Rows checkbox. Then, click on the Add Child Question button. Any questions chosen within this pop-up browser will then be appended as a child question under the previously selected parent question. Parent questions will appear as bolded text, whereas child questions will appear as normal text. Next to the tab name, you can define tab-wide options for your questions. The Allow NA toggle can allow an assessor to respond to questions with a not applicable response. The Allow Files toggle will allow an assessor to attach documents to each question if toggled on. The Allow Chat toggle, when toggled on, will allow assessors to communicate with each other within a single chat interface for a specific question. Additionally, clicking on the Answer Legend will open up the Answer Legend editor. If populated with information, an Answer Legend button will appear for assessors to reference to assist with accurately responding to each question. Let's get started with adding some answer types to their own columns. First, click on the Add Column button. Let's label this column as Response. Selecting on the Required checkbox will make this column a requirement for the assessor to complete when performing an assessment with this module. Press on the Select checkbox to select all questions within the column. Then, press on the Select Answer Type button. Your created answer types will appear in the Answer Type browser. To build your first answer type, click on the Create button. Give the answer type a name in the column name field. I'll start by demonstrating how to create a maturity response drop-down answer type. In the Type dropdown, select List Numeric. Under Limit Type, select Target. Selecting Target as the limit type will allow assessors to specify a target score for each tab. Next, ensure the Calc Remediation checkbox is selected. This ensures that the answer type will be responsible for scoring. In the right adjacent section under Answer Options, press on the Add button. Your created answer options will appear in this list. Let's begin by defining our maturity-based responses by clicking on the Create button. I will label this response as Initial, where an assessor will select this option if their entity is at an initial stage of maturity. I will assign a numeric value that the caption represents, then assign a color, and then finally we can press on OK to complete this answer's creation. You will see your new answer option appear in the list. I will proceed with creating the other response types now. Once you have created each answer option, select the answer options in the list in the order you'd like for them to appear in the Assessor's drop-down menu. Then, click on the Select button to confirm. You will see your chosen answer options appear on the list on the right. Click on Save to confirm your answer type. Your completed answer type will appear in the answer type browser, where you can checkbox the answer type that you'd like to implement, and then press Select. In your response type column, you'll see your newly created answer dropdown. Let's explore some other answer type capabilities within the Configurable Module Builder. At any time, you can swap the answer type for a selection of questions by pressing on the column's Select button and pressing Select Answer Type. Let's create a new answer type called Compliance Response. For the type, select List Connotative. When creating your answer options, your defined caption can represent a positive, negative, or neutral connotation. I will proceed with creating each answer types for yes, no, and partial. Once finished, press on Save, and then submit your chosen answer type to your column. You will see your updated answer type in the response column in your question list. If you'd like your module to have a text box that a user can use to elaborate on their response, for example, you would want to create a text response. Add a new column and give it a label. I'm going to call this column Justification to provide an area for the user to fill out a written justification for their response. Ensuring that the justification column is the only column currently selected, press on Select Answer Type. Press on Create, then I will name this answer type Justification Description. Under Type, select Text in the drop-down menu and finalize the answer type by pressing on Save. Checkbox your newly created justification response type and press Select. If you'd like this response type to be a required field, click on the Required button on its associated column. When you've finished building out your configurable module, press on the OK button on the bottom right of the page. As long as the module is considered a draft, it will continue to be editable. Press on Publish to make your module available to select for newly created assessments. Once published, the module cannot be edited, but you can always duplicate the module and it will create an identical module in draft format, which you can then use to edit at any time. Feel free to preview your module drafts or publish modules by pressing on the View button. Feel free to contact a SecurityGate representative if you have any further questions, and thank you so much for watching.